Bernard Bunny Carr was born on the 31st of July 1927 and died on the 19th of September 2018. He was an Irish television presenter. He presented shows such as Quicksilver, Teen Talk and Going Strong on T. He later set up his own communciations and public relations company, advising the Catholic Church and Irish Taoisigh. Bernard Carr was born and raised in Clontarf, Dublin. His father, James Carr, was a civil servant who had served in the British Army in India. Bunny later recalled that his father hated his job and unfortunately died before he could retire. Bunny vowed never to be in the same position himself. The Carr family lived in Clontarf and he attended O'Connell School where he was taught through the medium of Irish. One of the nuns at school gave him his nickname of Bunny on account of the size of his ears. Carr grew up with a love of amateur dramatics. After leaving school he became a bank clerk for the Bank of Ireland and was eventually posted to Ballinasloe because he spoke Irish. Once he had returned to Dublin, he realised that wanted to change track and successfully auditioned for T just before it launched in 1962. He later recounted that he had no strong desire to work in television but knew that he just didn't want to work in the bank. On T, he hosted such shows as Quicksilver and Going Strong. In 1964, he won the Jacobs Award for his television series, Teen Talk. He devised and presented the political interview program The Politicians. In 1973, Carr founded Carr Communications, a public relations and communications training company, the first of its kind in Ireland. The company grew to become one of the largest public relations and executive coaching firms in the country. It trained 6 of Ireland's Taoisigh prime ministers. Carr also worked with the Catholic Communications Centre to train priests and nuns on how to make media appearances. Carr was involved with the Gorta organisation in the early 1980s as a public supporter and fundraiser, and rumours circulated that he had absconded with funds. He left T in the mid-1980s to concentrate on his business and retired in 2004. Carr was married to Joan, who he noticed whilst she was climbing onto the roof of the pavilion to retrieve a ball at Sutton Tennis Club. They had one son, Alan, and 2 daughters, Carolyn and Philomena. She contracted polio during her pregnancy with Philomena, after having cleaned down Alan, who fell into a former cesspit in the back garden. She was confined to an iron lung for the remaining 7 months of the pregnancy and afterwards had to use a wheelchair. The couple lived in Sutton, Dublin, before Joan died in 2005, after which Bunny lived alone. He had 11 grandchildren. He died at 91 years old.